CBS The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers revealed that Ridge is facing an extremely awkward situation. But before that, he would be responsible for delivering important news to Brooke. That's how Sheila changed the labels of the bottles Brooke had on New Year's Eve. Brooke finally understood why she was so out of control that night. The important question is whether Ridge has the option to return to Brooke after the misunderstanding is resolved. Steffi was harmed by Sheila, so she was hurt a lot. Taylor and Ridge have always been there to support their daughter. Thanks to that, the relationship between the two has become much closer. Taylor hopes for a change to mend with Ridge, but things are going well when Brooke is exonerated. The incident on New Year's Eve was partly orchestrated by Sheila, so it's possible that Ridge will sympathize with Brooke and return to her side. Taylor felt desperate when the situation turned in Brooke's favor again. She had thought this time her chance had come and would soon confess to Ridge. But no, now Taylor felt more bewildered than ever. She could only go to her daughter to confide, but Steffi was not good at all. Everyone knows she just went through a huge shock. After Sheila's shooting, Finn also died and left Steffi alone in this world. She was heartbroken, but was forced to act strong to take care of her 2 young children. As for Brooke, she's always felt on New Year's Eve as if someone was setting things up on purpose. Brooke intended to investigate, but she was too busy to begin. Unexpectedly, meanwhile, Sheila's crimes were exposed and also included Sheila harming her. Brooke finally understood why she had become so out of control that night when she was with Deacon. You know Brooke can't touch alcohol, so Sheila took advantage of this to insult Sheila. Sheila knew Brooke was going to have dinner with Deacon, and also knew that the wines Brooke would drink were non-alcoholic. So Sheila took the opportunity to swap the labels of non-alcoholic and alcoholic bottles. When Steffi discovered this truth, she was destroyed by Sheila. Luckily, she was still alive, and after remembering everything, Steffi told Taylor and Ridge. Ridge decided he was going to tell Brooke. Actually, Brooke had done one bad thing to Ridge before, but most of them were forgiven by him. The 2 of them were having a great time when Ridge found out about Brooke's kissing Deacon on New Year's Eve. This makes him doubt whether Brooke's feelings for him are genuine or not. Now Ridge knows that Brooke was drunk that night and kissed Deacon, but he also wondered if everything would have changed if Brooke hadn't drunk the bottle. Brooke had promised not to betray Ridge, but he wasn't sure he could trust her. Brooke couldn't put all the blame on Sheila because she knew she had a share of the blame that night too. And most importantly, Brooke wasn't honest with Ridge in the first place. If it was an incident, then Brooke should tell Ridge, but Brooke deliberately concealed it so that Ridge thought she had feelings for Deacon. Ridge also wonders why Brooke invited Deacon over to her, and that was all when she was sober. After all, does Ridge want to forgive Brooke and go back to her side?